there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save. And today we bring you a cup final against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. And we face Atleti again in the Champions League first knockout round. And hopefully we get a win and get through to the next round of the Champions League. It's winner take all in that one because the first leg was 0-0. We played 2 games since we last met, one in the league, one in the FA Cup, and first game was against Swansea away at the Liberty Stadium, and a good 2-1 win here. Harry Wilson coming off the bench and scoring the last minute goal to win us the game, and Brilliant Bolo with another goal there on the 17th minute. Leroy Fer scored 6 minutes into the second half, but we held out and scored that final goal. We then went to Leeds in the FA Cup 5th round, and actually really comfortable win for us here. Aya, Zakaria and Fetiarp scoring the goals, and they really didn't give us any kind of hassle or issue at all. This is how the league looks. As you see, United have actually played a game more than ourselves, Arsenal and Liverpool. So, yeah, we could go, again, 3 points behind them if we win our game in hand. Not too sure who that game in hand is with. And Liverpool just need to start dropping points sooner rather than later. Only about 12 games left in the league. So, need them to start dropping points and coming back into it and bringing us and United into it anyway. But one of those things, if we don't win the league this year, it's absolutely fine. We kind of took it off Liverpool last year anyway, so they're getting their own back this season. We can win another trophy today, the Carabao Cup. This is going to be the lineup that plays against Arsenal in it. We've got Rakitic in goal, Dodo, Aya, Bastoni and Mendy are the back line. Zagadou picked up a little bit of a knock, and Robertson isn't fully fit just yet, so Mendy and Bastoni deputised in the middle. Zakaria in the ball-winning midfielder role because Lima's suspended for this one because he got a couple of yellow cards last time out. Barella and Shelvey are the rest of the midfield. And Bolo on the right, Neres on the left, and Fetiarp up top. As you can see down here, Maddison, Harry Wilson, Lima all suspended or injured. Zagadou and Marin just coming back. So on the bench, we've got Robertson, Van Zanten, Lascelles, Mata, Gray, Piatek, and Freddie Woodman. Let's go to Wembley and see if we can get another piece of silverware. Barella with a free kick, going to get that ball into the back post. Mbolo and Shelvey are there, heads just over. Very cagey affair in the final here. Half an hour gone. Sandro gets the ball into Aouar, but great tackle by Zakaria, trying to drive into the box, but Arsenal get the ball away. Mendy into Neres, turns on the man and drives down that left-hand side. Good ball in to Fetiarp, falls back to Shelvey, goes for goal and shoots just over again. Lots of pressure coming on the Arsenal side now. There we go, half-time whistle goes. As you can see, very, very cagey affair with this one. Only a couple of chances for us that went marginally over the bar. And Arsenal not really showing too much in this final. I'm just going to say, far from pleased from what I've seen out there. Go out there and produce better stuff. And I'm just going to calmly say to Fetiarp, you weren't that bad. Believe you've got what it takes to improve, and he's fired up for it as well. Let's start the second half, and hopefully a better second half for me and for you. Dodo throwing the ball in to Mbolo, but doesn't get there. Zakaria whips that ball in. Neres at the back post. Barella, Neres back out to Mendy. Can he get find a ball across? No. Zaha cuts that ball out. Zakaria into Dodo, takes a heavy touch, but tackles and gets the ball back. Mbolo through to Jonjo, but he gets tackled by Alexandro. Now they're on the counter-attack. Smith Rowe down on that right-hand side into Eddie Nketiah, in on goal, and Rakitic has to push that round for a corner kick. 15 minutes ago, we've gone 2 up top. We brought Piatek on for Jonjo Shelvey, and hopefully a little bit more potency in attack. And Torreira now picking up that ball into Guendouzi, out to Torreira again. Guendouzi and Torreira playing the ball back and forth, and they go back to Bartra in central defence, into Wilf Zaha on that left-hand side. Good tackle by Piatek, and now Barella can set up on the counter-attack into David Neres. He's driving in into Mbolo at the back post, hits the bar, hits the post, comes back to him, and he scores a goal. 15 minutes left on the clock, a couple of minutes after we made that change to 2 up top. Good counter-attack, good overloading on this right-hand side. Darren Neres picks up that ball on the left-hand side. Good ball into Mbolo. We had Piatek there as well. It hit the post. It fell back to Brilliant Bolo, and he puts us 1-0 into the lead. Mendy on this left-hand side into Barella, into David Neres, but a good tackle by Ludo, and they just hoof the ball clear to a corner kick, and that is it. Full time whistle goes. Arsenal 0, Newcastle 1, and we win another piece of silverware. The Carabao Cup. Breland Mbolo, with 15 minutes to go, scores the winning goal, and fantastic performance from the boys. Really sharp in the defence, and a little tweak up top made us that breakthrough. We now go on to Atleti, coming to St James's Park in the second leg of the first knockout round of the Champions League. So we played a game in between the Arsenal game and this Madrid game. It was at Brighton. 2-0 away win. Neres and Mbolo with the goals. Picking up a little bit of a knocks. Look, kind of niggly knocks as well. But we got the win, and we stay 11 points behind Liverpool. We do have a game in hand, so we can cut that down to 8. And all in all, we're chasing down that top 2. We're 4 points off of United, 11 points off of Liverpool, and we're just hoping those two teams slip up in the latter half of the season. We still do have to play United, Liverpool and City all at home, as well as Chelsea. So 4 big teams coming to St James's Park. Hopefully we can take some points off of all of them and really close that gap to the top 2. We've also got Chelsea in the 6th round of the FA Cup, and again, that's at home at St James's Park, so hopefully we'll get through to the semi-final. But this is going to be the team that plays Atleti at St James's Park. We're going to stay with this 4-3-3. Seems to be working for us really well at the minute. Rakitic in goal. Dodo, Aya, Lascelles and Robertson are the back line. Robertson comes back in for Mendy, and Lascelles comes in for Zagadou, who picked up a little bit of a knock in midweek, so he won't be playing, but Lascelles, always good to deputise in the middle of their defence. Lima, Barella and Zakaria in the middle. Relatively strong midfield. And Mbolo on the right. Marin comes back in after his injury issues, and he'll be starting on that left-hand side with Fetty up top. Bastoni, Mendy, Maddison, Shelby, Gray, Mata and Piatek all on the bench. Let's submit this team and see if we can go through to the next round of the Champions League. They'll line up with a 5 at the back, 2 wing backs. Saul and Koke in the middle of midfield. Vitolo, Griezmann and Correa are the top line. Ben Davis and Marasic are the wing backs. Jimenez, Lindelof and Godin are the back line, with Oblak in goal. Really strong Atleti side. Let's see what we can do against it. I'll see you when the first highlight hits. Corner, Robertson with the corner, going to get that ball into Arp at the back post, heads just wide. 15 minutes gone, and all the chances going to Newcastle. Marin on the edge, goes for a free kick, goes for goal and shoots into that top corner. It's Antonio Marin's goal, first goal back since his injury layoff, and he puts us 1-0 to the good. It's a winner-take-all game in this situation, because it's 0-0 from the first leg. Any sort of win from either side will make them go through, and we're in the lead. Zakaria, just after we'd scored that goal, Marin now picks up that ball on that left-hand side, comes inside, but good tackle by Koke. Barella switches the ball out to Mbolo on this right-hand side, driving into the defence. Zakaria with the shot, and Zakaria with the second goal. 25 minutes on the clock, and Newcastle really turning the screw on this Atleti side. Mbolo on this right-hand side drives in to the final third, drives into the heart of the defence, finds Zakaria on that box-to-box midfielder role. And what a hit that is from the outside of his right foot. Oblak, no chance. 2-0 Newcastle. Marin with the free kick into the far post, trying to find Aya there, but they get the ball out as far as Antoine Griezmann, and he's on a counter-attack. He's driving down that right-hand side, can't get a tackle on him. The ball into the middle. Saul is there, and it's 2-1 now, but they have that away goal. They score another one, they equalise it all up, and they go through on away goals. And Griezmann down that right-hand side, loads of players in the middle here because we have positive mindset, and Saul just tucks that ball away just before the first half finishes. And that's half time. As you can see, domination from this Newcastle side. A little bit like the first leg as well. We should have probably scored a goal or two away in Madrid, but not to be. 2-1 win, 2-1 winners at the minute though. And said any win for either side will make them go through. I'm just going to say, pleased with how it's going. Keep it going in the second half, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get through to the next round of the Champions League. Marin on the edge, goes for goal again, hits the crossbar, and Davies gets that ball clear. Lascelles was lurking to try and just tuck that away, but great effort from Antonio Marin. Art now on this left-hand side into Robertson, wings that ball into Mbolo, but they get the ball clear to Correa. They're on the counter-attack again over the top to Anton Griezmann. He's in on goal to Rakitic. He hits the post, and Aya gets that ball clear. Very, very close for going 2 apiece, and actually them going through on away goals. Correa throws the ball into Griezmann, back to Angel Correa into the box. All is there, heads just over. I'm just going to knock it down to balance for the final 15 minutes, and hopefully we just put a foot on the ball and just keep it simple. And there we have it. Full time whistle goes. Newcastle 2, Madrid 1. We go through to the next stages of the Champions League. A really good win. Well done, boys. Did the damage in the first half. Good to see Marin back on the pitch as well after a very, very long injury layoff. About 6 to 8 weeks, I think it was. So he is now back in the squad and doing bits for us as well, which is good to see. Monaco beat Shakhtar 3-0 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate. But that is it for today's episode. We will be back for the Chelsea game in the FA Cup and the United game in the league. So see how we do in the FA Cup, and hopefully we can close down United, who are in second. And if you have a look at April is a massive month, and we've got league games, Champions League games, and if we get through that FA Cup 6th round, we'll also have an FA Cup game in there as well. Huge ramifications in April, and hopefully you'll be around to see it. That's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, when we bring you more FA Cup matches and we trying to close down United in second, I'll see you soon.